Inspiring journey of Alfred Hitchcock's. Alfred Hitchcock's life journey is an inspiring story of a man who transformed the art of filmmaking, pushing the boundaries of suspense, psychology, and storytelling in cinema. Born on August 13, 1899, in the modest district of Leytonstone, London, Hitchcock grew up in a Catholic family that instilled in him a sense of discipline and an understanding of fear and guilt. His father, a strict and conservative man, once sent young Alfred to the local police station with a note, asking the officers to lock him in a cell as a punishment for minor misbehavior. This incident had a deep impact on him, instilling in him a lasting fascination with themes of guilt, confinement, and the darker sides of human psychology, elements that would later define his cinematic work. As a child, Hitchcock was known to be shy and reserved, preferring the world of books and films to social interactions. He experienced intense loneliness and feelings of isolation, which he later channeled into his unique style of storytelling. After studying engineering and working as a draftsman and advertising designer, Hitchcock began his journey in the world of cinema in the early 1920s. He started with silent films, working his way up in British cinema. By the time he directed The Lodger, 1927, a suspense-filled thriller about a serial killer in London, he had established himself as a talented filmmaker with a flair for suspense and psychological drama. This film is often considered his first masterpiece, introducing audiences to his signature techniques of building tension and using innovative camera angles. His success in British cinema brought him international acclaim, and in 1939, he moved to Hollywood, where he would create some of the most iconic films in cinema history. In America, Hitchcock redefined the thriller genre with classics like Rebecca, 1940, his first American film, which won the Academy Award for Best Picture. He then went on to make Notorious, Strangers on a Train, Rear Window, Vertigo, North by Northwest, Psycho, and The Birds, each of which brought something new to the world of film. These movies weren't just about thrilling audiences. They delved deep into human psychology, exploring themes of fear, guilt, voyeurism, and obsession. Hitchcock's approach to filmmaking was innovative and often groundbreaking. He was known for his meticulous planning and storyboarding of scenes. He introduced revolutionary camera techniques and narrative structures that had a lasting impact on cinema. One of his well-known techniques was the use of the MacGuffin, a plot device that seems crucial to the characters but is ultimately irrelevant to the audience. This device allowed him to build tension and maintain the audience's interest without overcomplicating the story. Another of his pioneering techniques was the use of long takes, as seen in Rope, where he created the illusion of an unbroken, continuous shot. This style of filmmaking not only heightened the suspense but also allowed audiences to feel like they were witnessing the events in real time. Hitchcock had an unparalleled ability to draw audiences into the minds of his characters. In Rear Window, for example, he placed the audience in the same voyeuristic position as the protagonist, creating a sense of shared suspense. In Psycho, he shocked audiences by killing off the apparent protagonist early in the film, subverting expectations and breaking traditional storytelling rules. His portrayal of suspense and horror was psychological rather than overtly violent, which made his films both more terrifying and more intellectually engaging. He knew that the fear of what could happen was often more powerful than actually showing the horror. One of the most memorable aspects of Hitchcock's films was his use of suspense to reflect the complexities of human psychology. He believed that audiences experienced the most tension when they knew more than the characters themselves. In his famous example of the bomb theory, he explained that showing a bomb under a table before it explodes creates suspense, while surprising the audience with an explosion does not. This theory became a fundamental principle of suspense in film and remains influential today. Even after his death in 1980, Hitchcock's legacy continues to shape modern filmmaking. Directors like Steven Spielberg, Martin Scorsese, and Christopher Nolan have cited him as a major influence on their work. Hitchcock taught the world that fear, suspense, and psychological depth could create powerful, memorable stories. He changed cinema forever by showing that audiences are more captivated by what they don't see than by what they do, and that sometimes the greatest thrills come from understanding the shadows within ourselves. Hitchcock's life is an inspiring story of resilience, creativity, and a relentless pursuit of one's artistic vision. He remains a towering figure in cinema, a master whose work continues to inspire, challenge, and thrill audiences worldwide. His journey from a shy, isolated boy in London to Hollywood's master of suspense is a testament to the power of following one's passion, embracing one's fears, and forever pushing the boundaries of storytelling.